What's up, everyone? How is everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get after it today. What's up, Nico, Austin? Stu, Carlos, Donald. What's up, everyone? Same people as usual. Let's get after it. Let's give it a minute for everyone to hop in here, and we will get started. Lower the music a bit. Let's have a good morning. If everyone could please drop a like on the video, I would appreciate it. Good morning to everyone. Anyone got anything planned for the weekend? Good morning, everyone. I love the activity in the chat. I love when everyone talks. It makes it so much more interesting. Because then I don't feel like I'm talking to a computer screen. You get to work from, and a lot of people work from home today. Romania Art Festival, nice. Races today, going to the cabin. Car show, nice. All right, decent amount of you in here. Please drop a like if you have not already. Let's get started. So yesterday, right, we saw a steep sell-off right to support, right? We bounced off these lows here. I'll highlight it right here for you. Right, so we had a previous low on the 27th, and then yesterday, oh wait, no, this was yesterday. Yesterday we bounced right off of those lows, right? We saw a move right back up to previous resistance, right? Previous resistance acting as a resistance again, right? It was a support, and then we pulled back, kind of did a little fake out before a breakout. Typical situation, right? It's been doing that a ton recently, right? So definitely good when you're in a position to wait a bit, right? So in this case, we had a couple candle closes over or underneath that level here, right? This was the support, and we dipped underneath a tiny bit for, right? We bounced up, we came back down, but we created a higher low. So in that case, right, this is where if I was in a position to the upside here, I would have had my stop loss below the first low, right? That's what you got to do. If you create a higher low, that's definitely bullish, right? Create a little breakout, right? Had a little resistance here. If we go into the smaller time frame, look at the pattern that SPY created yesterday, right? Multiple rejections across the board here, created a higher low right here, and then we finally tested this resistance that we were rejecting all day, and we broke out, came back down, retested, and then moved back to the upside. And then we're now consolidating above that level I mentioned before. All right, previous support acted as a resistance, and now it's acting as a support once again. That's what you need to look out for. Always watch for old support as new resistance, old resistance as new support, right? It always switches, market moves like a ladder. What's going on? We're getting a decent amount of people here every single morning. It's great. Please drop a like on the video. It definitely helps a ton. How many tickers do I play? I generally just play the tickers here on the right hand side. These are basically the main ones I play. Definitely not Roku. I just had this on watch yesterday. But Apple, Amazon, AMD, Nvidia, Tesla, and then obviously these. Right, so these are the main tickers I play. Studying the charts, good. Everyone should be studying the charts always, right? The more time you spend in front of the charts, the better you'll get. Where do alerts show up on the app? There's like a notification tab. No worries about being late. Oh, is it the end of the quarter? Today's the last day of the third quarter. Today's the last day of the third quarter, right? I think we're heading into the fourth quarter here. So let's see what happens, right? Pre-market, everything's about even. Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, tech is down, right? Tech is weak, but SPY is a little bit stronger. IWM's flat, right? Small caps. Right, so let's take a look at VIX also. Right, here is the VIX chart. Right, so remember this level here. We had a huge resistance across the board here, right? Rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6, 7, 8, so on. Finally broke out, we created this flag, and now we are still within. Options reset, yeah. Awesome. All right, so today is the last day of the third quarter. All right, so not a bad idea actually if you guys kind of want to like make a fourth quarter goal. Definitely not a bad idea, right? It's kind of like a New Year's goal, but for the fourth quarter. Write down some goals for the fourth quarter that you have, right? Do like a 3-month period of a grind for something, right? Something that you want to achieve, and do it that way. Not a bad idea. I know I want to start waking up a little bit earlier and listening to some more audiobooks. Definitely one of my goals. I'm not a big reader, but I do want to listen to audiobooks. Definitely more entertaining to me. I won't fall asleep when I'm reading. Yeah, that means earnings are around the corner. Earnings season. Whatever do no, I don't really do. I don't focus on taxes. I obviously have someone that does it for me. Anything that I listen to, I'll post it in the market resources section. But usually books about investing or trading psychology. I think learning about trading psychology is one of the most important factors of trading. Right? Because following the chart is super simple, or it becomes very simple after doing it a while. But trading psychology is probably the hardest part of trading in the long term, right? Because your mental state's always changing, and you always need to be right at the top tier of your mental game. So top setup I'm looking at is Tesla. This is my favorite setup of the day, or it was. Right now in pre-market it's down 0.57%, but this is what I'm looking at here, right? We have this wedge to the downside, we have the breakout and a bull flag here, right? But the thing is, we're in an overall downtrend, right? This is where the overall trend comes into factor here, right? We had this rising wedge breakdown, we had a bearish wedge, right? A falling wedge, but reversed. We broke down yesterday. Calls were insane. I mean, puts were insane here. And now we're wedging, right? This is a reversal pattern. We broke out to the upside. And now in pre-market, we're down, right? So what I'm looking for today is a push back up and a potential rejection off of these lows here. Right? If we reject here, we're going to see a move right back down to the lows of 265.79, right? If that doesn't happen, if we push through and we start chopping here again, I'm going to look for calls over this level here, right? If we can break 269.40, looking for calls, and we're going to push up to potentially 274. We would need to break 270.34 first, though. This is that previous support, right? Previous support is going to act as a new resistance. Right, so need to keep an eye on that. I am resetting my challenge account to 2,000. I'm going to pull out all the profits. All right, not bad, turning 2,000 into 17,000 in about a month or so. Definitely not bad. Would appreciate if everyone could drop a like. There's a ton of you in here, definitely new people in here. Appreciate the support. All right, here's the dashboard. All right, if you're not in the Discord, all members get this. Definitely a necessity to trade with, along with following the chart, right? And you can also click the tickers, right? You can click the ticker and the chart will come up. It makes trading super easy. It's definitely the easiest way to trade with the dashboard, right? So what I'll do is I'll see flow come through the tape, right? The tape meaning this, right? The table here, and I'll just click the chart, right? Let's say 250 put. Or here, right? 158 put on IWM for 2.3 million. Right, that's a huge order out of the money, right? They bought it at $166, but a 158 strike, so almost $10 out of the money. Then I'll take a look at the chart, and boom, easy as that, right? You could even chart it quickly, right? If this level here breaks, 158 is probably coming next. Right, definitely good to follow. And look where 158 is, right? This next level right here. How do I, here we go. This level right here, right? Makes sense that if this level breaks, we're gonna test that next old resistance as a new support. This looks really good for some reason, the table. I don't know if we changed like one of the... Everything looks very good. Looks super clean. Has everyone been liking the dashboard recently? Any problems that you guys have been encountering or any recommendations? Let us know. Obviously, we're always making improvements. We're working on the app. Yeah, we're restarting the challenge. It's going to start at $2,000 again, right? And try and take it up again. That is the goal. Sam asks, for beginners who struggle making trading patterns, do you suggest using the automatic chart tool by TradingView? Definitely a good idea, but don't rely on it, right? It's not always going to be right. Right, it's these indicators right here. You go to indicators, you go to technicals, and then auto, and then all these ones right here you can use, right? And it will come up with patterns, right? It's drawing them out for me as I make the chart bigger. But don't rely on it, right? Because it's not always going to be up to date. Oh yeah, we're working on the duplicate orders and the refreshing thing. That's all going to be fixed. And the dashboard, yeah, it does have to be refreshed after 2 hours. Every 2 hours it has to be refreshed. That's not a thing on our end. That's a requirement by the NASDAQ or by the stock exchange, whoever we pull the data from. Yep, I have a video coming on the dashboard and all that. And to save the layout, it's definitely that's going to be the next feature as well. Dashboard comes with the Discord. I'll paste it in the chat. There you go. $50 a month. Use code BT20 for 20% off for your first month. All right, so a ton of questions about it. All right, go to BullTrades, sign up, and then the dashboard's right here. It will take you to this. And then obviously the Discord and all that. Okay. There you have it. Let's take these things off here. Bearish flag, right? So it drew this, and it definitely, right? So it drew it from here to here. It didn't really play out that well, right? That's the problem with that one. This one definitely worked out, right? Bear flag to the downside. Bearish pennant, right? It's not the best, but it's definitely a good tool to help identify, you know, how things work, I guess. Like that, I definitely wouldn't draw like that. Don't rely on it is what I'm saying, but use it as a, you know, use it as a beginner, right? If you're a beginner, definitely not a bad idea. Everything's kind of pulling back here in pre-market. As always, guys, on Fridays, you never want to be aggressive, right? If you have profits for the week, use the profits as anything to risk, right? Fridays are not for being aggressive, right? You don't want to go into the weekend losing it all on a Friday. That's the worst way to go into the weekend. Right? If you don't find any setups, don't trade. It's as simple as that. Let me try. We got a lot of comments today. A lot of you here. Please drop a like if you're just joining. Yeah, right. So Rusty said, great deal for the flow screener and BullTrades. It's double the price for other flow anywhere else. That's what we aim for, is to be affordable for everyone. We have a lot on the table. We include a lot. I know I've been, a few years ago, I've been a part of like a bunch of other services, and no one even interacts with their community. Right? Our biggest thing is interacting with everyone, making sure we answer questions 24/7. I know other communities, they'll just post alerts and that's it. They won't even answer questions or anything. They don't interact with anyone. Every single day I come on here and I answer every single one of your questions. Take a look at Meta. One of you asked, Meta looks good on the 15-minute, you said. Let's see. All right, so let's establish, right? We're in an overall downtrend here. Huge period of consolidation, downtrend, right? Make sure you always are aware of that. And it does look pretty good, right? This little pattern here. All right, if it can break out, should see a push up to this region here. So I reset the challenge account. I pulled out all the profits. But I don't think I'm going to start it. I'm going to start it next week, right? So everyone can wait. So everyone can, what's it called? Everyone can, you know, everyone has their money settled. I don't use pre-market in my charts. I always take a look at it to see, you know, what's going on here. right? Just to see the lows and the highs. Here it is. All right, so look what it did in pre-market, right? It tested that level I mentioned before, right? Previous support, acted as resistance, and now in pre-market, it's acting as resistance. Right, so since it rejected that in pre-market, I think we test these lows again today. And if we test these lows, I'm going to look at puts for a break to the downside. That's exactly what I'll be doing. If you are just getting here, please drop a like on the video. I appreciate it. TradingView is not a broker. It's just a charting platform, but I highly suggest using this for charting. It's very clean. It's very smooth. There's no problems. They have a ton of tools. Definitely every single kind of technical analysis gadget you could ever need. Right, they have, you can include images, arrows, you could do anything. What is this? Insert a link to a tweet. That's pretty cool. They have so many different features. Definitely suggest using this. If you want, I think there's like a referral link somewhere. I don't know how to do it. I could post it in the chat. Let's see. Home. Sure, we'll close that out. I can put the referral link somewhere. Partner program, maybe. Here we go. I'll paste that in the chat. So if you want to sign up, use that link. I think you guys get something free too. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. Don't use my link. Use my link. I don't care. So good question. Beef Brisket. First of all, great name. Asked, when you and the analyst say don't go aggressive on Fridays, does it matter if you do SPX zero data expirations only, right? Obviously, those are aggressive every single day. By aggressive, we mean size, right? Your position sizing. And don't overtrade as well. Size smaller than you think, right? Not even, you know, don't go over 2-3% of your account size in one play. Definitely not. Right? Size very small. If you have a small account, ideally, best to, you know, just sit sidelines, right? Obviously, you know, you can make a crap ton of money, but that's not the point, right? You always want to be risk first. Yeah, there is a free version of TradingView, by the way. You don't need to pay for it. But for the premium features, I think it's worth it. You could set unlimited amount of alerts, which is probably the most important feature, right? I always set alerts, right? Right click, add alert. This is how I keep track of everything, right? I'll look at the chart. I set alerts at the levels, and whenever it crosses, I get notified. Right, that's probably the most important feature. And also, you can have unlimited amount of indicators. I have the premium version, yeah, the most expensive one, but it's like $500 a year, I think. Definitely worth it. Also, you can write it off. Wink, wink. As a business feature, business necessity. So take a look at Tesla here in pre-market. It's pushing below the lows. Right, Tesla is now pushing below the lows. So if this doesn't hold in when the market opens, definitely gonna look at puts on Tesla. Yeah, make sure you're paying for real-time info as well. I don't know how to get to it, but somewhere on TradingView in the settings tab, you can buy New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ information, right? It says NASDAQ here at the top. It's like $2 a month, I think, or $1 a month maybe. You need that for real-time numbers. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit delayed. Chad asks, when you suggest 2 to 3% size, are you referring to loss amount or total contract value of a play? Total, right? So if you size with 3% of the account, the max loss you should take is about, 40 to 60% at always, right? Based on, the chart. Don't set a percentage stop loss, right? Set stop losses based on the chart, support and resistance. But let's say you lose 50% and your size 3%, it's technically 1.5% of the account, right? That's how we can be consistent. Yeah, you need to go to subscriptions in the settings menu for real-time data. Yeah, definitely good to wait a bit in pre-market. I mean, when the market opens, right? You always want to wait for an opening range. There's no specific time. Just wait for, the market to settle a little bit. How do I determine when it's settled? There's no really specific way. It's just you look at it and, right, it creates a high, it creates a low, and you wait for a range to be created. Every day it's different, right? Sometimes it's within the first 5 minutes. Sometimes it's in the first 30 minutes. Yeah, the notifications actually go through to your phone as well. All right, I'll get a notification on my phone. You can also set an alert, right? Notify an app, show pop-up. You can have it send an email. You can have it play a sound, right? And you can also have an email sent to you. You can also change the message too, right? Tesla puts, right? You can change it and it will send the message saying Tesla puts, right? Instead of it being, right? If I send an alert at a level, it will say Tesla crossing that level, right? Or I could put, right, Tesla 265 puts, right? That way, when I get the notification, I know to take that position. You can also do it based on a condition, right? Extends, crossing, right? If you wanted to do, there's a bunch of different things you could do here. Only once, every time, expiration, right? So if I set this alert, it's going to expire on 10:30, a month out. Or you can make it open-ended, right? So it never expires until it gets hit. Not a bad idea, but I just never leave that on. If you're on Robinhood, switch. Don't use Robinhood. Platform sucks. Bills are terrible. It's a fake trading platform, basically. Switch to Webull. That's what I use. 2 minutes to market open, right? Keeping an eye on Tesla. Keeping an eye on SPY. All right, need to watch for these lows here. Yeah, move to Webull. Webull has no problem with fills. Clean UI. If you want to, definitely use a cash account. Absolutely use a cash account. No one needs to trade with margin. Margin is a bad idea for anyone. 1 minute to market open. Let's switch over to the Discord. All right, I will be please go in there. Before you head out, please drop a like on the video. Appreciate everyone stopping by, and I will see you in the Discord.